Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of January 2017. Now of course we're going to cover your home and your family, your career goals and aspirations. We'll look at your finance, health and well-being and your relationship dynamics. So here we go. So the first thing you've got around you in connection with the home and the family. Look, you've got the Lovers in reverse. So this means there's small little hindrances or things that are going to be interfering in connection with your normal everyday routines around the home. Now it could be that you've just overscheduled yourself. It could be that you're just outside your comfort zones. Whatever it may be, it's only a temporary flux. So what you're finding here is don't get caught up in the dramas or the situations. Allow things just to unfold. You'll find it's a more of a productive, time at the end of the month leading into February. However, right now it's about just going with the flow and knowing that things are going to be a little bit more comfortable as the month progresses on. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, look, you've got the Four of Swords in reverse. This often means that there is little anxieties or problems that are happening. You're worried, and overly concerned, which could kind of lead to a lot of stress, happening in the workplace or the work environment. If this is the case, you're going to need to find ways to bring things back up into stead again. How can you, put things into perspective where you're able to gain the support that you need? Maybe this is about you recovering a little bit of your reputation, or maybe you've been under a lot of stress. Could be that a lot more people are on sick leave and you're filling in a lot more roles. Whatever this may be, this is your time to be able to re-establish things and be able to get things back into a more comfortable perspective or comfort zone. Now for those that are looking for work, this could be that you're quite anxious about entering into the workforce. It could be because of age. It could be because you're feeling you don't have the same diversity or don't have the same kind of education, or you don't have the same skill set that others do have. However, I do feel that once you overcome this anxiousness, you may find that the right people or the right areas are there to support you, to help you to move in and progress quite well and quite comfortable. You could be just, like, oh my goodness, it's been such a long time, I don't know if I can handle the hours. Whatever it is, the lines of communication will be there and the right people and the right support systems will come through to help you. In connection with your financial areas, look, you've got the King of Wands in reverse, and this means that there is a little bit of instability in connection with your financial areas. So incomes could be interrupted. You may be finding that there are inconsistencies. Double check your bills and your accounts just to make sure you're not being double charged for things or over interest. You may be finding that money that is promised or working around there may come as quickly as what you want, and because of this you're going to have to catch up throughout the month. This is not saying that you're going to be dead broke, but you may need to watch your pennies a little bit, and don't count your chickens before they hatch. In connection with your health and your well-being, look, you've got retrospect, or what is known in the traditional deck as the Hermit, sitting here, and when this arrives in your health and your well-being, this is about you looking at what inconsistencies are sitting around and how you've let this happen and not kept an eye on your health and your well-being or your betterment. This is about you being self-sufficient and self-reliant. If there have been things that you have been wanting to change, such as old habits, looking at a new lifestyle and so forth, this is up to you. No one else can push you into this. This is your opportunity for you to embrace it. Now, this obviously rules the house of Virgo, so look at areas such as the bowel. Also look at areas in connection with the digestive areas, which are going to be very important. Slow and steady does win the race. However, this is about you looking at areas that you can be a little bit more proactive to get your health and your well-being back into a nice even keel. Now, in connection with your relationship dynamics, you've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when this comes in, this means that the equality and balance may not be there this month. However, it doesn't mean that this is something that is wrong between you and your partner. It just means that the timing's a little bit different. You're probably both over obligated. Whatever it is, you just might be finding that you're putting in a lot of energy, but you may not receiving a lot back, or vice versa. This is a time for you just to relax and just see how the month unfolds. Don't jump and make any hasty hasty decisions, because you could be finding that at the end of it everything works out just fine and you've kind of made a kerbuffle over nothing. It's about you finding your time to kind of spend some quality time maybe for yourself, especially if you have been so busy over a period of time. This is a time for you to be able to re-establish your own personal connections. Now, for those that are single and looking, you're going to be finding you have an enormous time here to really get the right relationship or right friendships back into your life. You've always been the giver. You've done a lot outside that scope, and because of this, people have taken beautiful advantage of that, knowing that you're not going to say too much, you're not going to do too much. However, this is time for you to be self-love, go back into you and saying, hang on a minute, if you're not going to give me the commitment I want down the line, or you're not the right person for me, or you're not a really great friend and haven't never been, then get rid of that. This is time to open up your life energy and dynamics towards having a beautiful relationship that can stand the test of time, but also is going to be in harmony with what you want. So you've got a chance here to really look at this and to decipher or work through what does make you really happy and complete, and how to invite that into your life. It's not about being second best at all. Well, I hope you've liked your Tarotscopes. I'm going to move on to the next one. Let me know how January unfolds for you. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you.